Hey guys, welcome back to the Fan View Live. Apologies if you clicked on the other link. Now we're back on this link. Crazy night, a crazy night football led to a crazy live stream. I am live here with the members as well. I'll be jumping over to the other screen in a second because Scott is waiting patiently in the background. And I can't wait to chat to you all tonight after a crazy night of football. If you are new to this is the Fan View Live, basically where we chat to some of you guys about your thoughts on a crazy night in football. Fucking was a weird game. Don't forget as well to hit that subscribe button if you don't mind. If you want to have a chat with me right here, who's waiting? Let me have a look over in StreamYard. I can't even remember who's waiting. We've got Lagan, we've got Sean, Pranay, Amalemo, Scott waiting. You want to have a chat like these guys? By the way, guys, everyone waiting. I'll give everyone 5 minutes because otherwise we'll be here forever because so many people are waiting already. But if you want to have a chat with me as well, all you got to do is sign up at youtube.com/Esteemed Kompany /join if you want to. Or Patreons as well. You'll find a link if you are a member over on the YouTube community tab. That's the YouTube community tab. As well, there'll be a link over on Patreon, which you'll be able to find as well if you are Patreon. Patreon.com/Esteemed Kompany. It's the best place. And also in the Slack, if you are in the Slack group as well. I'm going to put a link for all the members in the comment right now live, which will take you, if you remember, straight to the StreamYard link. So guys, City have just beat RB Leipzig 6-3 in an absolute crazy game of football, and there's only one place I can really start. I'm going to go over to my friend from Detroit, Scott Denemy. Oops, I clicked the wrong button there. There you are. Scott, how you doing, man? You all right? We got there eventually. Fucking hell, that was crazy. How you doing? You okay?
Oh yeah, I'm doing well.
Oh, good to hear. Where'd you start with a night like that? Where do you start with a night like that? It was insane, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was awesome. I was really like super stoked with the whole team and how everybody played. It felt like everybody was trying to get a goal in.
Are you a fan of games like that? You know, like in terms of like, do you want it to be like that, or is it too chaotic for you, or is it more fun?
I like it when we're up. So yeah, I mean, as long as we're we're winning, I'm in usually a good mood. I try not to get too down, but yeah, it was definitely I enjoy games with a lot of action. So yeah, I think the fact that five of our five different players from our team scored, which is awesome. That just means
Yeah.
everybody's got an eye for goal right now, and everybody's trying to combine and kind of that was the main thing I took away from it is everybody was really just trying to share like the ball around and get some goals in the net.
It's not bad for a team with no striker as well, eh? At
Yeah,
the moment, it's like we're not struggling to score, which is
yeah,
makes a mockery. And like I do, and I said on one of the preview, like great players. They have pride as well. This idea that Manchester City were going to just fail miserably if we didn't go and sign a striker, they would have took that personally, because they're like, well, we did win the fucking league last year and get to Champions League final, so they were going to react a little bit to it, weren't they? And we saw an example of that tonight. So
yeah, and I think our brand of soccer really like oh
yeah,
man, football. Sorry, my bad. But
one strike, Scott, one strike there, man.
all
Jesus.
right, I'll head out the door. See you guys later. Our brand of football though really like shows just that we don't need that one striker to put balls in the net. We move it around well. We put people in the dangerous areas, and
Yeah, yeah.
I think we really capitalized on it, and it just showed everybody. For all you guys say, we're not going to be able to put any any goals in with no striker. We were able to do it 6 times today.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, and quite convincingly as well. Some of the goals, the quality, and one goal in particular as well that didn't happen for Torres. That was a lovely finish, wasn't it? And like,
Yeah,
that was borderline as well. But the quickness of his feet there, I mean, he's not intensely involved. Though. I do remember a chance he created for De Bruyne, which when he put it wide from outside the area. But he did, his movement and his finishing. We can't deny it's a quality of a striker, isn't it?
yeah. It kind of reminds me of uh Fernando Torres a little bit.
Yeah, I can
Like
see that.
just the way that he moves and his body type, and the way that he got around the keeper in that situation. I think you don't have to be necessarily this big giant guy or this small little crafty striker to
Yeah.
make your way in there. You can be kind of a sleek, um, quick with the ball type of player who can still get it in.
He's a really good player. I mean, like as well, Cancelo tonight impressed me personally. Cancelo on the right as well. We feel like we always talk about Cancelo on the left these days, but I mean, there's such a different take on the role, isn't it, to Walker and his goal as well.
Oh yeah, I mean that goal was insane. The way that it just dead balled and just sailed right through. That was sick. Yeah, I think Cancelo has always been like I've always been extremely hyped as soon as we got him. I think he definitely brings a whole different dynamic to our game. I love Walker, don't get me wrong. I think I was talking about earlier that Walker, the only reason he didn't play is he said no because of the prank that they played on him over
He
the
took
week.
that really badly, didn't he? Like, I love the whole like even Kevin De Bruyne looked a bit awkward. He was like he didn't like. You think you're like a 30-odd-year-old man, Kyle Walker? Why do you give a shit? But I guess winners are winners, aren't they? So
FIFA's life, man. You can't mess around with that
you
stuff.
can't. No, you won't mess around with Kyle Walker for one. But
Yeah, no.
overall, I think this was a good start, wasn't it? It was a good start to this Champions League group. It wasn't great defensively, but is it a case of job done tonight? Really?
Yeah, no, totally. I think, our defense kind of switched off a couple times. I can kind of excuse the one goal for, not really excuse it, but understand more so for the goal
Yeah.
where Kev got tripped up by the ref and everybody's kind of like, hey, what just happened type of thing. But like, yeah, some of the other ones, it definitely seemed, the one that you were talking about where the ball just was out of place compared to like where our defender was. I think it was Zinchenko,
Yeah.
where they played it to the backside. I mean, that's just how it goes sometimes. I mean, he was there. They just played a great ball. The player made a good play.
Yeah.
And same with the other side. I mean, Ake was in a pretty good position to defend, and then the ball just, was away from him and towards their players. So
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
they made a good play there, but I think they were a little bit sloppy. We probably maybe could have tried to prevent the initial cross a little bit more. Or I think it was the first goal was a little bit sloppier, but I think overall, yeah, I think we went out and we had a very attacking minded team. So I think we got the job done.
We did indeed. Scott, I would love to chat for longer, but there's so many people waiting, mate. But you're a
Yeah.
fucking legend. Everyone,
Hey,
Scott Denemy,
thank
big
you.
round of applause for Denemy in
Yeah.
the chat, everyone. Big
Thanks for
Denemy
having me.
is always the one. Catch you in a bit, mate. I'm going to have to change scenes to get ready of you, but I'll catch you in a bit. See you later, dude.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
No worries. See ya.
Scott is an absolute fucking legend, of course. What a guy. I'm going to try. I'm not sure if I can see the super chats if I go over to the other screen. I'm going to see if it will work. Is it showing the super chats over it? It is indeed. Nice. He's got the old times from the last scene. But I want to say thank you to Patrick as well. Says popcorn football, that mate, fun to watch. Patrick, it absolutely was popcorn. Popcorn football. D as well has joined the membership. D, thank you so much, D. If you want to have a chat as well, D, you can jump on the pinned comment on this chat. You should be able to click there and then join StreamYard, and we should be able to chat. But D, thank you so much. You remember now, if you go into YouTube community tab, D, you'll be able to find a link to come have a chat if you want to about tonight's game. But big love to D and big love to Patrick as well. Popcorn football. We're going to go over next. I think who's waiting? Got on like hand, Mr. James Kinningborough. I'm going to bring him in, and James, wait until I jump to the new screen. James, how you doing, man? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Sum up that game in 3 words.
Crazy.
There's one.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know
That'll
what
do.
to say.
You should have just done I don't know. That would have been it.
I don't know.
That was. Did you enjoy that tonight, man? Did you enjoy it?
I think it's impossible not to enjoy a game like that.
That's a very good point. Some people find a way not to, though. Some people do find a way not to. I mean, 6 goals in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Shades in the Monaco game a few years back, but like
Yeah.
games like that, you've got to just really sit and enjoy, haven't you? Really, because what's the point?
The game. Well, the game ended with more goals than percentage of my phone battery.
Well, what percent am I on? Let's have a look. I'm on 28%. Oh, well,
Because I think I was on 7 or 8 by full time.
Oh, but that's, I mean, you want to see goals, really, don't you? Especially
Yeah,
like on
you want goals.
because Champions League group games can be boring, basically. But tonight,
Yeah, I mean that was anything but boring.
who stood out for you personally?
Well, of course, initially you look at the guy that scored a hat trick for them.
Decent player, fair play to him.
Yeah, and well, for City, really, I mean, Nathan Ake with his goal, and maybe he could have done a bit better for some of theirs, but he scored and we won. So
Oh yeah, it's fair enough. I mean, like,
yeah,
um,
Cancelo's
goal was good, wasn't it? And he's passing as well tonight, Cancelo.
Yeah,
Do you think it was offside, the Torres one?
it's one of those, like, if it was a different ref, maybe it was given, or a different person in the VAR room, maybe it's given.
But they never give it. Like it's tough, wasn't it? Because
Yeah.
you can see like how it's happened.
Yeah.
Like for me, it felt.
I mean, initially when I saw the first replay, I thought it was off, but then as I saw it more, I thought it was on. But
Yeah, but it was a shame. Like, how do you fancy
Yeah.
our chances now in this group anyway? Because obviously,
in the group,
I mean, because
it will still be difficult, of course, against PSG because it's PSG.
they're a good side. They're very good. They drew
Yeah.
1-1 tonight against Club Brugge. That's a
And
draw.
Bruges, yeah. Well, I heard Messi hit the crossbar multiple times.
Did he? I've not seen that game. Basically, what I say, by the way, guys, no spamming in the chat. I'm seeing people spam a lot, and none of that kind of stuff. We don't do it in the chat here. One guy in particular. So one guy's spamming about Great Grealish, by the way, but he's very happy about Grealish, saying Super Jack Grealish spamming.
Oh, Grealish's goal was great as well.
He's good, then he got Grealish. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think we've even seen the best of Grealish yet, but we can see there's a level of quality to him, isn't he? That a confidence maybe that we're not getting from some, say Sterling at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be the first to admit I'm not the biggest Grealish fan, but that was something special, that goal.
Yeah, any particular reason you're not the biggest Grealish fan? You don't have to be,
isn't it?
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, but then again, at the same time as well.
I've just not really rated him for his until he because I've not really seen much of him, so it's not really possible for me to
fair
really
enough.
rate him.
At least you're being honest there, not pretending to have seen loads. But like, either way
it's
tonight.
It's the same kind of thing with like a Calvin Phillips and a Declan Rice. I've not watched them an awful lot to rate them.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, tonight his goal was very, very good, wasn't it?
That was. I mean, a goal and an assist on your Champions League debut.
This is why you wanted to come to City as well, isn't it? This is why you wanted to come to City. You wanted to play at this level. You wanted to be You wanted to hear the Champions League theme song because this is the highest level of football.
I mean, Villa fans think they'll be in the Champions League next season.
How's that going for the Villa fans? I mean, I understand their pain. I've been there before.
I've not watched
in many
them
ways.
at all this season.
I know. I don't think they're going to be. I mean, I don't know. I think they're like mid-table something at the moment, which is probably they've done all right. I think Villa, but like it's on another level. We're playing. It's kind of twee in a way. It's like fair play to Villa for dreaming big, but we're dealing with different worlds here entirely. Villa are currently
Villa are good players.
They're 12th. They've won 1. Drawn 1, lost 2. They'll finish mid-table, but Grealish is our level. And he's proven that, I think, as well. Actually, personally, how do you fit all these players into the same team? Because you can't. Like, is there anyone?
Well,
what would you?
Possible.
Yeah, I mean, we had a big game now. Who are you playing in midfield?
I think. Well, I'll say for PSG. I'd probably start Fernandinho, Kevin De Bruyne, and probably Bernardo or Grealish or Foden.
Good luck. It's hard.
Or Gundogan. Or Lavia.
Yeah,
or Palmer.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult, isn't it, man? James,
I've probably forgotten. And Rodri.
It's just an awful lot. And even Fernand was really good when we came on tonight, wasn't he, as well? That's the thing.
Fernand was good.
It's too many, man. And there's so many people waiting as well, James. So I'm going to go to the next guy if that's all right.
I'd like Carson in midfield.
Put Carson in midfield, because it's multiply Carson. Drag and drop and get loads of him.
No, Ederson said he wanted to play midfield. Start him.
He'd probably be faster than most of us, actually, Ederson. Like, genuinely. Like, he'd probably play really well.
I mean, he says he wants to take Kev's place in the team.
I would actually kind of slightly trust him in his own weird way. Mahrez scored a penalty though. Look at that! Look at that quality.
Mahrez, yeah.
Look at that quality of that penalty, man. The quality of the penalty. That was a real deal penalty. That wasn't it?
Great penalty.
James, man, I'm going to get on to the next person because everyone's waiting.
I guess scoring penalties isn't for every English side tonight.
Oh, have they missed one tonight? Oh, Salah did, didn't he?
Salah missed one.
Oh, boo. Fuck it. They won anyway, so I don't think they'll really care. Mate, It's been a pleasure. I'm going to get on to someone else because you've got 5 minutes for everyone tonight because he's got quite a few waiting. But you're a legend, mate. Catch you soon. See you later, pal. In a bit.
Like the stream.
Oh, like the stream and follow the gang as well, obviously, over on Twitter. James is a top bloke.
Only follow if you want to see a shit ton of Hibs tweets.
Well, there we go. There you go. You're into Hibernian and Man City. There's your world. Catch you soon, man. In a bit, dude. Bye-bye.
Cheers, bye.
Absolute legend, James there. If you want to have a say, don't forget youtube.com/Esteemed Company /join as well. I'm gonna. There's been a couple of super chats. Let me get to the super chats. Oh god, so many things to click around here. Where are we at? Who was it? There's a gentleman from the Faroe Islands. I'm trying to find it. Where's it gone? Bane Ragnarsson. Pure Valhalla, that name, mate. I'm sorry, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Hey, from the Faroe Islands, nice to see some goals. Always, man. Me and Nicola wanted to go to the Faroe Islands for some time. It's good to see you over here. Bane Ragnarsson, what a name. Big love to you, pal. What an absolute legend. I'm going to go back over to the StreamYard, and who's coming in next? We've got Sean coming in. I'm going to add Sean to the stream right now. Sean, my friend, how are you doing? Are you okay? It's been a while.
Yeah, can you hear me?
No, I can't. No,
okay,
yeah, not at all.
Right,
I'm gonna reply to. I'm gonna guess everything you say, and hopefully you reply to it perfectly. How you doing, man? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm loving life. I've seen 11 goals today for Manchester City. I watched the EDS earlier, won 5-1 as well. And, I wish I saw it in person, all 11, but I saw the EDS 5 goals in person. So I've had my I've had my fill today of in life goals, and that was fun, wasn't it, man? It was fun.
Yeah, I'm jealous that you got to go see that. I mean, it sounded like it was a really good time. You said it was a bright sunny day in Manchester, so
it's a rarity. You
soak that in.
Oh, we haven't got a balcony or garden in this flat where we're currently still in, so I was just sat down in the front row there, absorbing the sun like an old dog in front of a fire. But I don't regret it. It was great fun. The EDS were good fun, and then obviously, not to be outdone, the first team bagged 6 of their own as well. And where do you sit on games like this personally? Because obviously I mentioned Scott earlier as well, but everyone has their own. There are purists who are like, we've conceded 3. There are people who go, we scored 6. It's Kevin Keegan football is what it's been named as. But where do you sit personally with this?
I'd say until what was it, 3-6, 6-3? Until it was like a 3-goal like spread there.
Buffy, yeah.
I was kind of like, these guys have it in them just to fuck this lead up. Like, please get to the end. And I mean, there were still chances at the end before that Gabby one where I was still just like, come on. Like when that guy, I can't pronounce his name. I didn't really catch it. But when he got the 3rd goal, I was like, oh, they're really gonna like tie this, aren't they? And then like instantly after that, was it the Cancelo rocket, or was it another one?
It was, yeah. It was Cancelo just fucking thought, nah, shot this, man. It was 4-3. No, he's like, no, make it back to 5-3. Like minutes later.
And my favorite part about that was it was like Gundo, I think, had tapped it across the box to him, like on the spin, and tapped it, and he just hit it right away. And Gundo's celebration with him was pretty much like, thank God for that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it was quiet, honestly. The game, like the stadium, really, besides like the goals and like some of the big plays, like it didn't feel like a UCL night. And I mean, I don't want to slight our fans or anything, but I mean, people on Twitter even saying like
it's rare,
City
to be
fans.
honest. It's rare with Champions League. Like there's just not that. There isn't. I know it's hard to explain, but it's a weird emotional thing. There's the City fans have never taken to, especially the local ones, taken to Champions League for whatever reason. I don't know if it'll change one day, but it is very much turned up out of like duty as opposed to. It's weird. I know it sounds strange. It doesn't feel like. They're more excited. Our fan base, for whatever reason, is more excited for the Premier League than it is the Champions League. I don't know why. Maybe one day if we win it and we feel like it's ours, we'll be more. They'll feel more. But it's just. I can't speak for every City fan, but it's definitely a feeling of that where it's like until it gets to the serious stages. It's the group stages are treated with a relative indifference, and it's just It's a complicated fan base, but it is what it is.
I guess just for me this year, I thought it would be like a little difference because in my opinion, like I care more about how we do in the league because winning the league shows me that throughout the entire year, we were a really good team. Like last year, that was just proven. Like you win the league by that much, and then also be involved in every single contest, like for as long as we were with the UCL, FA Cup, Carabao. Which I'm with you. I'm pretty disappointed that Carabao re-upped it because I was kind of hoping that we could close it out smooth this year and being the only one to win it all. But I just don't know if it's like our history with the tournament where,
It's a UEFA thing as well, I think.
Yeah, and I think that's a part of it as well. But I will say I just thought with the draw that we got, being with PSG and
oh, don't get me wrong.
It's not a bad team. This game was important.
To be honest, what I would say is there's probably absolutely. I would. You ask 99% of Man City fans if they gave a fuck about RB, they'd probably go, no, they don't. I mean, which is if that's right or not, they probably just they're very much. Even though they're better than that, they're very much seen as fodder in the way that Monchi and Gladbach are, just another team. But the PSG game, it'll be rocking. It'll be totally different. The atmosphere will be it'll be different. But like I think City fans these days, it's weird actually, but it's very much like there needs to be a story there. Like it's almost like all the success has numbed it a little. Not numbed it, but it's like you can have too much goodness sometimes, and it's very much now sit there, go along, wait to be entertained, and it's like it's just chill. There's no tension, if that makes sense. And I think we need the tension. And I'm just I would guess is like City fans of my age, particular as well. I'm 36 years old now. I said 35. And I wish I was, but we were always the underdogs for years, and every time we struggled, there was always something to fight against, and we're a fan base. We were better when we've got something to fight against, or a bit of tension, or a bit. And City games these days are relatively a procession. We're going to win most games. It's almost like we're not used to, as a fan base, being the big club. We have always been the underdogs. So that transition into. And to be honest, well, if you go watch Barcelona at the new Camp Nou or whatever, they're not singing for most of it. They're just waiting to be entertained. Dreadful. They're just like waiting to be entertained. It's just like, and it's a weird life as a big club. It's hard to explain. But it is what it is anyway. There's plenty there tonight, and I'm sure they enjoyed it anyway. But it is what it is, man. But who stood out for you tonight individually of the players?
Oh man. Jack Grealish had a really good game. He's had a really great start to the season.
Smooth.
For anyone who thought that, Jadon Sancho for 70 whatever he went for was going to be a better deal than this guy has been for us, he's been worth every single penny so far. He's been performing every single game. He fits right in, and I mean he's only really played on the wing. We haven't seen him drop into the mid yet, and I'm really interested to see what's going to happen because, drum roll, our boys came back from injury and they both looked pretty well. Phil looked okay when he played. I mean, he really didn't get much to do, but he almost snuck in a few goals there. I mean,
he nearly did.
There was chances, and then Kevin looked really good, and I honestly didn't know if they were going to play. I certainly didn't think that Kevin was going to start the way that he did. Because usually he comes back pretty slow from injury. But he looked pretty sharp.
He did. And we know he takes a few games as well to get up to Pete De Bruyne, and he's still some lovely passes. So
some really good ones.
It's fucking difficult, isn't it? Like the squad depth we've got. It's Bernardo feels relatively undroppable. We dropped inverted commas Gundogan tonight. It's like what the, it's Gundogan, and I don't know how we do that, man. How do we do it? Like It's bizarre. By the way, I want to say to William, William said, I don't think any fan base gives the atmosphere for nothing. We might be being harsh on our fans. And I know what you're getting at. And William also said, whenever we need an atmosphere, we'll give one. And it's always true that. It is true. I've been to many grounds and many teams, and like City, Liverpool, for example, when that game, famous 1-2-1, it's fucking incredible. We're good when there's not many better, actually, when there's a story. Like, our fans are... Man, we can be incredible, but we also can be
last
chill.
weekend. You've seen the videos. They were away. The away fans. When Bernardo scored that, they went nuts. But it just was to me, this game was a little more important than I guess other people thought it was. Maybe just because we have it's not our regular group stage for us. I think this is a pretty good team, and PSG, besides what they did today, they are supposed to be, the best team in the world. And it's you need to win this game to guarantee moving on, because you can't be third coming out of this group. So,
of course,
I don't know. But I'd say Kevin De Bruyne looked really good. Grealish looked really good. Cancelo, as usual, going forward, looked good. I think he had a few games I think he didn't do too well at the weekend. I think his decision making wasn't that sharp.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
And then I was a little disappointed with Zinchenko. I think it was really harsh for him to get that yellow.
Yeah, I wonder if that affected his game a little bit. And to be fair, he's not played as much this season, so I wonder if it's just a little bit of rustiness. I mean, that whole back four, have they ever played together? Maybe they have, but they might have. But if so, it's very rare, and that's not always an excuse because they're all massive internationals. But it's something to consider, And
I was super excited for Nathan Ake to score that goal. I felt really happy for him there. And then he almost had another one too, which would have really been awesome.
He's definitely a threat in the area. You can't deny that. He throws himself about, and I love a defender who throws himself about in the area. Sean, man, I'm going to crack on to Pranay if that's all right, because he's been
Yeah.
waiting for a while. But it's a pleasure to chat to you, man, and hopefully I'll be chatting to you very, very soon again. In a bit, mate.
All right.
What a
See you.
legend. Sean, absolute legend, of course. Don't forget, if you want to have a chat as well, youtube.com/Esteemed Kompany /join. Also, Patreons can have a chat. If you are a member or you are a patron, if you go to Patreon, there'll be a blog post on there where you can find the link. If you are a member, the pinned comment on the live chat, you should be able to find it in there, and that'll take you to the community post where you can find the link, or you can go into the Slack group and click it on there as well, like Pranay has done. I'll add him into the stream now. Pranay, man, how you doing, man? You all right?
Yeah, man, doing great. How are you?
It's a pleasure. Have I pronounced your first name correctly there?
Yeah, perfectly fine, man.
Is it fine or is it right?
No, it's Pranay technically, but I don't mind any.
Well, how do you pronounce it? Because I always get names wrong, and I like to make sure.
Pranay.
Pranay.
Yeah,
almost.
almost.
You're like, that'll do, Stephen. That'll do. I've got a surname McInerney, so I try my best. Either way, good to chat to you, man. How are you feeling after that game?
Pretty good. I didn't think I was gonna watch the game because
Okay.
it's RB Leipzig. Honestly, I was busy with studying, and I just saw your live stream notification. I saw a live stream notification. I was like, let me just check out the live stream and watch the game. And eventually, I'm 2 beers down, enjoying my time. So
that's my man. That's my man. I like to see him. I think I'm a positive influence. And I'm sorry if you failed your exams, and that's my fault. But
that's fine.
I don't care. What are you studying for at the moment, by the way? What are you studying?
Finance, actually. I have assignments. I have to do programming assignments, so that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you're a serious person, not like me. I'm just faffing around on the internet. But at least you got your lack of finance studying money's worth tonight. You know, it was a crazy game of football, 6-3, which is absolutely wild. I've asked everyone, but how do you feel about 6-3 in general? You know, is it a positive thing, a bad thing, or just somewhere in the middle?
I enjoy these games a lot more than the 3-4-0 wins we get.
Yes,
because it's more drama. It's a lot more drama, especially when they scored the third goal. It's like, okay, let's see what the boys can do. Will they, step up to the challenge, or will they just like crumble or something? You know, I like that kind of dynamic in a game.
Yeah, of course. It's. I mean, what I will say is at least we kept responding. You know, every time they went down 1-0 and scored, which can happen. You can have games like this. I mean, we're making a mockery out of this whole we can't score goals thing, is what I will say. You know, a bunch of different goal scorers again as well, and obviously that will change at some point. It'll probably become more focused. But how are you feeling so far? Then, like, I mean, do you still have the concerns in front of the goal? And that if so, that'd be totally fair enough. But have you seen anything for encouragement so far this season?
Yeah, I think Ferran's improvement in front of goal, like his instinctive decision making, has been a lot better. I don't know. It feels like his decision making has been a lot better. It's not like he has to a split-second moment of where he has to think, but he just moves, and it's just his natural movement is a lot better.
Yeah, of course.
Also, like Jesus moving to the left wing, right wing, has given us a weird dynamic where
he looks more at home,
become a
doesn't he?
striker.
He looks more at home that way. If it's like he relishes a lack of responsibility, if you know what I mean by that. Because obviously, as a striker, everything is on you. You're meant to be the superstar, and I don't think he is the superstar, and I think he probably knows that deep down. I think he's the support guy, isn't he?
Yeah, most of us, at least people that appreciate Jesus for what he is, have noticed that for a while. I've heard you say it as well. He's very good when he drops inside, and his hold-up play is good, and when his back is against the goal, he's not like a normal striker. He gets his teammates involved a lot more than a normal striker would. So I think moving him, to the left, to the right is a good decision.
He did a lot of that when he was younger as well. He does a lot for Brazil, where he does play a little bit off every now and then. And it seems to, I mean, put it this way, you do want him in your squad, don't you? There's not many better squad players than Ferran Torres, Gabriel Jesus, because you could play him in centre midfield and he'd fucking run his arse off, wouldn't he? He'd work so hard. And you never do that, of course. But I guess the point is, there probably isn't a manager in the world who'd say no to having Gabriel Jesus around the squad because of his inherent, ability, his work rate, and his professionalism. So I'm glad to see him come off the bench tonight and score a goal as well. We got to see obviously the return of Kevin De Bruyne. How did you think he looked? How do you think he got on today?
Like a few of his passes were amazing again. Like De Bruyne is always amazing. I didn't think he was gonna be this good. Um, and normally he's pretty meh in his first game.
Yeah,
Like he tends to disappear in his first game.
yeah.
But he did pretty well. The only thing that was quite concerning is when he dropped for a second. When they scored the goal, I was like,
Oh, it
okay,
was
I'm
heart in
scared
mouth.
now.
That wasn't it. Heart in mouth stuff.
Yeah,
That.
it was heart pounding, but yeah, he did pretty well. There's only he's gonna improve. Of course, he's gonna improve. Same
Yeah,
with Foden. Foden disappeared a lot more than De Bruyne did,
yeah. He
but
was
he
quiet,
popped up
but
where
it's fine, isn't it? I guess.
he was needed. That's the most important part. He got some game time, and that's the most important part.
Yeah, I mean, you just want to see Foden back on the pitch, really, don't you? Just as an option, someone available, because we know with Foden, with his inherent quality, we know he'll find his form and rhythm. I mean, I guess the question is, we don't know how we fit them all in, but we don't. Everyone has different opinions on that. But I can't wait to see what Guardiola tries. I mean, the quality that we've got. I do wonder if we'll go back to a false nine, even though Varane doesn't deserve that. Yeah, I wonder just because there's a pecking order of players, isn't there? You know, like Guardiola I would presume, would rather try and play Bernardo and Gundogan and Foden and Grealish and De Bruyne than Varane. So I maybe that's not fair or true, but I do wonder if we'll see the false nine again. Because once again, we've got too many midfielders of the high quality. If not, how do you keep them all happy? Can you keep them all happy, mate? Is it possible?
I think with good enough squad rotation, it's possible, but I believe in that Fran is just gonna keep performing and is gonna keep that false nine out of the team
Do you reckon?
or out of the starting. Yeah, the way he's been playing the past few games, yeah, if he keeps it up and keeps improving, there's no over. Maybe in a few games he's gonna try to be creative. Maybe in a Champions League
Yeah.
semi-final or something
It's
like
Pep,
that.
innit?
Gonna do something crazy. Yeah, he's gonna do something crazy again. But for like the regular Premier League games, week in, week out, he's just gonna keep Varane playing because I think that's the best thing for Varane as well, just to keep that development up.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect way to end it on that note, if that's all right, mate. But you're right about we'll see how he. To be honest, one of the most intriguing things of this season for me is how he handles Varane's obvious inherent ability. You know, we obviously know he's a quality footballer. But either way, hopefully pronounce that correctly. You're a legend. Thank you so much. I'll let you out to study. Thank you so much for coming on, man. Massively appreciate it. Top bloke, round of applause in the chat for the gentleman. I won't butcher your name again. Go back to studying. Finish your beer first, then go and study. Maybe don't. Maybe just chill for the rest of the night. Catch you in a bit, man.
Cheers, mate.
See you later, dude.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, an absolute legend. Don't forget, you can have your say if you want to. Don't forget as well to hit that like button, and we are on the road to 60k. It'd be good to get there. Hit the subscribe button. We are 57,383. Need 17 more subscribers to get to 57,400. So do me a big old favour if you don't mind. I'm going to bring in on my lemo, who's waiting around. Nicola's in the chat as well. Stephen, she's saying. On my lemo, I think your mic's mute, mate. Do you want to turn it on? I reckon. I'll jump over to him. Hello, my smiley friend. How you doing, man? You alright?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good, mate. Tired, but good. I've seen a lot of good football today, and it's been sunny in Manchester. And I'm chatting to you, so everything's great. Everything's great. How's things for you?
Oh man, it's been a good day. I mean, I made a crazy bet slip because I bet on the game, and then I
Did you?
predicted that Grealish would score. Like
Yes.
there'd be like more than 4 goals, and I said that Leipzig were gonna get more yellow cards than us. So
Did
everything happened.
Did that all happen?
Yeah.
Oh, boom! Nice. What were your odds? What did you get for that?
I don't know, but then I put little money, so like I think it was the odds were like 6, so like whatever I put in is just like 6 times more.
Yeah. That's not bad though, man. It's well done. I bet you wish you'd. Well, obviously, always gamble responsibly is what I will say. But usually, what was that? Sorry.
No, I was just saying, definitely for all the kids watching, do not gamble.
Yeah, don't bother. It's a mugs game. Like he's won tonight, but every other night.
Yeah.
Either way, congrats on the win, man. Congrats on the win. Did you enjoy the game, man? Did you enjoy the game tonight?
Honestly, I'm the first one that didn't.
I've asked this for a reason because I knew someone wouldn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
But why? Why
Like-
was that? Why was that?
But it's not even that thing of throwing a fuss that we were bad defensively. It's just that I appreciate a 1-0 more than like a 6-3 or 4-2 because I enjoy the defensive part of the game more than the offensive part of the game. Simply just that. So yeah.
Oh,
I
must
love the
must have loved Man City last season then.
Definitely. I appreciated the 1-0, the 2-0 against Man United where we're getting in front of everything like the PSG game. So yeah, it's just basically that. I don't know.
What was what do you put tonight's defensive performance down to? Was anything in particular? One of those nights, particular players? Anything? I don't know.
A bit flat-footed. I think it was just being flat-footed. You know, like the first goal, I don't know, like you can't fault anyone because like that person was behind Zinchenko. He's bigger, you know. But then like the second goal, that's where we were a bit naive.
I agree. I agree.
The third one, we were a bit more flat-footed. So, but I don't know. Maybe it's just a bit of rustiness.
I think you're right. Actually, I think we always presume there's big mistakes for a goal, but sometimes it can just be switching off a little bit. Second one felt a little bit, but the first one, it's just like Zinchenko can't be simultaneously in front and behind the defender at the same time, can he? And I think he was meant to, you're right to be in front of them. And if the cross goes a bit deeper, there's not much you can do, really, is there? You know,
and he's bigger. He's bigger, and it's very difficult if the ball is behind you to track back and get the ball with somebody that's bigger. So some things you cannot prevent. You know. Yeah. You can acknowledge a good goal.
But goals like this, I mean, I think the third one was a really nice little bit of movement and a lovely little kind of through ball pass, but it was a little bit flat footed. But I think that was actually a really nice little pass, and maybe Edison could have tied the angle a little bit better as well. It felt a little bit like everyone was just half focused a bit, doesn't it? As opposed to, which is not like overly concerning, as opposed to, you know, it's
that is just a typical German game. If anyone was looking for a typical German game, that was a typical German game. And basically, for the next title of your, or when you do your 5 little things, when you say your 5 things, you must just write no defense, just vibes.
No, all right. Well, do you know what? I'm gonna write a note for that for tomorrow. No defense, just vibes. I'm doing that. 5 things learned. There you go, man. No defense, just vibes. And do you know what? Sometimes, personally, I'll go for vibes. Vibes sometimes is fun.
I'm willing to die on that hill. Jack Grealish is worth the 100 mil.
Wow.
I'm willing to die on that hill.
Tell me why he's worth that 100 million.
Just you can see that he's actually like he has a brain. Like he's tactically up to standard, and you see that with Pep fine tuning him. It wasn't that he's worth the 100 million, but his potential is worth more than 100 million.
Yeah,
he's about to turn into a brilliant bowler. Even before the goal, like the ability to find space. He was always alone. Let go. Maybe it's a bit of naivety from the Leipzig defense, but then he got himself into space, and he was more direct. You know, so like there's a lot of things that he still needs to get out of his game, like holding the ball too long and dribbling into dangerous positions. Which he did quite a few times. But apart from that, I mean, he almost broke the Adams guy's ankles as soon as he cut in.
He's in hospital now, isn't he? Probably, like twisted cartilage.
Those small passes in between people, those 1-2s.
I love that. It's a very Grealish thing, isn't it? He's got his own passing style, which I like, in terms of he loves to play a direct pass into the area, which I really like. It's like a really weird trait that he's got in particular, which is.
And people fail to understand that it's very difficult when you're on the pitch to actually make the right decision all the time. Mm-hmm. Perfect rating of passes, finding the right person. It's very easy for us to say, there's that person. And Grealish finds that person almost all the time. So,
which is probably why Guardiola loves him as well, doesn't it? Guardiola loves ball retention. He loves players that just don't waste the ball, excuse me. And Grealish doesn't. And I think you're right. I think he will get better actually as well. I think he'll get much better personally.
I mean, like this night was just crazy. We scored a penalty.
I love it. That's crazy. If you scored a penalty, you can just leave it there and be like, "What? We scored a penalty?" We also scored 5 other goals. Oh, yeah. But it's the penalty.
Also, De Bruyne's passing was also on point. Like also
Cancelo as well.
Like what? Like we have quality. Like it's just quality, you know, and it's crazy. It's crazy for the fact that you remember last season we were talking about how Zinchenko is not like those quality players, but then he does the job. Sometimes like he gets the job done.
Yeah.
And he's not that flashy player that we always have. Also Nathan Ake is like that for me.
Yeah.
Like he gets the job done, and like even when you signed him, when you said that like he actually really gets like he really gets that he's really the cause of the goals that actually got conceded. So I don't know, like our recruitment is spot on. I mean, apart from injuries that caused the downfall of other players, I feel like we actually get our recruitment spot on.
Nah, we get it more right than we get it wrong, which is always the most important way to judge it. And like, look,
and we're scoring goals.
We've scored a lot of goals. It's
Like
we're messing up the
Robin's
narrative
not-
here, aren't we? The narrative about us not being able to score this season.
But
Must-
that's what Pep Guardiola is about. When he got here, he can't play that passing game here. The game is too physical. He changed everything. Everybody's doing what he's doing. Academies, lower leagues. Now people want goalkeepers that are good with their feet. So
Look, I watched City's EDS earlier today against RB
Yeah.
Leipzig, and you know, like to see keepers, and I'm so used to it now. They just pass out the back. Even Leipzig keep pass out the back, and I know they do that in Germany anyway. But this is a Guardiola influence. I know Cruyff had the initial influence, but football wasn't doing that post Cruyff initially. He's doing it now post Guardiola, and he has changed it. And you can see
changing the narrative. And so what's this now? When this happens, I don't know. Maybe Guardiola's gonna go to that starting lineup that he did against Chelsea, where he played De Bruyne as the false nine, because I feel like that was more effective at that time to fit in more of the quality players, which is something that Ferran doesn't deserve. But then, like, what do you do?
I feel like I feel the same as you. I feel like he'll revert to seniority as opposed to, because I feel like there's a pecking order of players that are more important. Unfortunately, Ferran. Not that Ferran doesn't deserve it, but I just think he'll think, oh God, I'd rather keep Gundogan and Bernardo happy than Ferran Torres, which is harsh in Ferran, but I think he'll end up doing that. Unless Ferran keeps scoring goals, and Guardiola, we know one thing I will say about Guardiola is that if you play well, he'll play you. It's as simple as that, and it's and it really is as simple as that. Which is how it should be always. And I think particularly that feels like a trait that he's brought on more over the past year or so. Especially after the poorer season in 18-19, he's very much like now, play fucking well or you're not playing. And I feel like he's got a little bit of his ruthlessness back. So I'm hoping actually, though I don't doubt it for any second, but I'm hoping he'll stick up with that, keep up with that, and maybe he won't. But either way, the player's going to be playing. It's probably because they're going to be there on merit. I reckon it's probably fair, isn't it?
Yeah, man, simple as that. So I don't know. I'm just happy. I mean, like, the only downfall to today was that Ferran's goal was offside.
Oh, such a good finish! Such a good finish.
Yeah, like, and the way he plays on the shoulder of defender. Today, I feel like he had less opportunities because the back four was deeper than usual.
Yeah.
And far up, so like the balls in behind wouldn't be like possible because.
Lovely finisher, wasn't it? Lovely finisher. Which is
the composure and the fact that he kept focused. So like when you're not getting that supply and you still keep your focus, that shows a real striker's ability.
Yeah.
So
I think that was a world class finish. That was a shame it was offside, but it was so instinctive. That's what I loved about it. It was like he knew he didn't have time to think. It was just genuinely a reaction. But I'm whatever, mate. I'm gonna crack on if that's all right and get back to Louis, who's been waiting for absolutely ages. But you're a legend, man. It's been a pleasure to chat to you. See you later, dude. Bye bye. What a bloke. What a lovely, lovely bloke. Guys, don't forget, Louis coming up next, but if you do want to have a chat, you can find the link if you are a member at youtube.com/Esteemed Kompany in the community tag, or patreon.com/Esteemed Kompany if you are a patron. All you got to do is sign up if you want to have a chat to me. But now, though, I'm going to bring in my man. How you doing, friend? You good? You well?
Yeah, good. How about you?
I'm very good, mate. I'm very good. I'm chill. I'm chill after this. By the way, I've just noticed Nicola's waffling away about marriage in the chat. Of course she is. I just noticed in the live chat. I haven't even looked back until right now. Of course she is. But anyway, I just wanted to acknowledge that. But anyway, how are you doing after tonight, man? What did you enjoy that?
Just vibes.
Just vibes?
Yeah, it's just one of those ones. Just go with the flow.
They're like a palate cleanser, aren't they, those games? Sometimes you need that. You know what I mean? Like a pure football game, like you're at school again.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't as manic as Newcastle last season, the 4-3 at St James's Park. But it was just literally you could just feel it. It was just like ebbing and flowing in Leipzig, no matter what type of team they are and no matter how they are in the Bundesliga. Like after the 4-1 thrashing against Bayern on the weekend, it's still like it's Leipzig.
Yeah,
they're a great team. They're a really good team, and you can't underestimate them.
They've got quality going forward, haven't they? That's the thing. They have got quality players going forward.
It was just like I can't remember if it was last season or the season before, where they were in the same group with PSG and United, and they got thrashed 5-0, but they beat United in the away leg, like when they went back to their home ground. And it's just like you can never underestimate them. They're a really good team.
Yeah, I
So
mean, they haven't had a great start, but they have the
Yeah.
quality, don't they, to do stuff. So that's the point, isn't it, really?
Yeah, underestimate them at your own peril.
And we did defensively a little bit, but one thing I will say is that they're not very good defensively themselves, are they? Unfortunately, which is why I actually genuinely fancy our chances in the away leg, because I think we're probably we're Bundesliga in them basically, aren't we?
Well, when you like lose Konate and Upamecano in the same summer,
yeah,
it's just a massive. That's just a massive downgrade because they're both quality players.
Yeah, and as well, they lost Sabitzer as well. I know he's more of an attacker, but like they've lost a whole bunch of players basically, haven't they? Like, and
Yeah,
it's just
he works for Forsberg, and yeah, they still got great players like Nkunku tonight, Olmo, Forsberg.
Angelino caused a lot of trouble as well, being honest. The amount of times he got free on the left, obviously he got himself sent off, but he had a lot of space down that side. So they're a decent side, but either way, I mean, like Pep obviously will be picking pieces out of it, but ultimately, you know, we got the job done, didn't we? Really, and you can't complain when you watch 9 goals and your team scores 6 of them. Like you can do, but it's not my job to moan too much about the defending. We know the players will be aware of it, you know. So all we can do is just try and enjoy the show, really, can't we? Who stood out for you tonight, mate?
Cancelo and De Bruyne mainly, and for his goal involvement, I'd say Jack Grealish.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. Cancelo, I know this is a bold statement to say, but I think if we play a tactical game, I think Cancelo is better than Kyle Walker.
So what kind of game? Sorry,
I don't know. Maybe against Tuchel in a tactical game like that where you need that nous, I think Cancelo is better, but it's only if he's on his A game.
That's the thing, isn't it? Sometimes
he's hot and cold, like he's really hot and cold, and you can tell. But it was just he's such a class defender, right back.
The one thing is he's got like it's weird because he'll have games like this where he looks like he's done about 5 assists and then he'll score a wonder goal, but then there'll be ones where he's passing just a little bit off or his focus is a little bit off. He's got that latent inherent quality, and we know Guardiola is absolutely brilliant with brilliant fullbacks, and I do want to see Guardiola. I want to see Cancelo. Not because he does obviously want to get the best out of him, but I do sometimes wonder if he's fully embraced Pep in terms of like, look, there's no one better at making great fullbacks. Genuinely, I mean, look what he did he converted Philip Lahm into midfielder, but look what he did with like Alaba as well. Look what he did with the best probably fullback of all time in Dani Alves, arguably. Yeah. Like Dani Alves was a genius, and you want Cancelo to be Dani Alves, and I don't think he is yet, but I think he probably could be, and you saw tonight examples of that, didn't you?
I just literally came back into my head. Sam Lee did that piece and talking about Cancelo. I got it. Maybe Cancelo has ADHD. It switches all the time, and I wouldn't be surprised if Cancelo might just be like he turns on and off really quickly. Yeah. And there's moments where it's just like you could just like there's moments where Angelino was like bombing down the left, and like Cancelo was nowhere. And it's just like Cancelo's just like looking like what's going on.
The thing is, you can almost allow that as well if you are devastating going forward, if you know what I mean by that. So you can kind of get away with being a bit poor, but he can be devastating, but he isn't always. And like, I guess what point I'm making, we're talking about Dani Alves was like 10 goals and 15 assists a season, which is phenomenal for a right back. We're not saying he should get that, but I think he has the ability. I think he genuinely has the ability to get close to that. I genuinely think he does, because we know he can finish, but he doesn't. He's always just close. We know he can pass wonderfully, as we saw a few tonight. So I do think if he's not going to be perfect defensively always, he's still decent defensively, but if he's not going to be perfect, just be devastating going forward, and you can almost accept the odd, because the better he gets going forward as well, people will sit back a bit deeper because they'll be too scared of him. So it's almost like his best form of defense will be brilliant going forward. So yeah. I do think there's an untapped bit of potential with a tiny bit of tapped potential with Cancelo. I feel like he could get there, but will he? That's the thing. That's the question.
Yeah, it's just you have to be 8, 9, 10, maybe 7s now and then. And Cancelo, he's more often than not, especially last season when like we got hit by COVID in the squad, and he came, and that period of time when he was playing, it's just like I was just like, I like watching it with friends and like family, just seeing it, and I was like, they're literally like seeing Cancelo playing as an 8, and it's just like, what the hell is he doing there? He's a right back. He's not meant to be as a number 8 in those pockets. And he's playing brilliant passes. Like the moment where I thought like, oh, he's actually good, like playing right back, was his pass to Chelsea, like against Chelsea for De Bruyne, where he missed it in the 3-1 last season. I was like, yeah, this is his comfort zone.
Yeah,
And
of course.
It's just like I've always thought like that's his limit. Like no, not his limit, but it's just like where he's good, where he can just pick out a pass like instantly.
I think like there's some players where you just trust them. And what I mean by that is like you don't ever not trust Kevin De Bruyne. You don't ever not trust Vincent Kompany or David Silva. And what I mean by that as well, in a battle, I know I'm going to trust Kyle Walker in a battle as well. Like, and I think like because he's going to get. I think Cancelo. Like I always have a slight doubt, and that's not because he isn't quality, he is. But I think Cancelo, like you see games tonight like that, and you think, I wish he was just like that all the time, or I wish I wasn't worried about him disappearing for 3 or 4 games. Like so. I feel like there's a slight trust issue there with Cancelo, where like I'm not sure I always trust him always, and like that's. I feel like, there's always a little bit of doubt in my head. Not because he isn't good, and I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying he isn't still better than the vast majority, but like I just feel like there's a level for Cancelo to read. And when you see games like that tonight, it makes you like, you just want more in the way that you want more for someone you care about, I feel like it's entirely on him as well. It's entirely on him. It's like it's in his own head, I reckon. And like he's obviously a fantastic footballer, but like he's quite an interesting person apparently. Like he's quite like a bit moody apparently occasionally, or very serious, very intense. And I do wonder if maybe he needs to chill the fuck out a little bit actually, and maybe just really appreciate how good he's got it, and then enjoy his football through that way, and probably just enjoy it a bit more. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what it is, because I don't know the guy, but he's an interesting guy. Di Cancelo, interesting. We've got a lot of good players though, haven't we, man? We've got a lot of good players. De Bruyne back tonight. Go on, what are you gonna say?
I was going to say, like, we got so many good players. I think we can put Grealish in there straight away, because, like, it's always Man City. You get criticised a lot more for your price tag, because being at Man City, it takes a bit longer to integrate into the team.
Yeah.
And you have like Sancho going to United. Like there's been so many this summer. I can't remember all of them.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
It's been crazy. But having Grealish, like, he's come into the team. He's played left wing. He played as a 10/left attacking midfielder at Villa. And he's already doing what he's done at Villa, more or less. And to do that at City already is...
It's impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just like, I was thinking, okay, he's going to go into internationals and then come back, and he's not going to play again for like a few weeks, maybe not play until the week of the Chelsea, PSG, Liverpool week. But he's come back in. It's just like he's already playing, and what he did tonight, and his corner. I don't think I've seen many people say it tonight, but his corner for Ake's goal was exceptional, because
brilliant corner.
Like, defenders were just looking like, I don't know how to attack this. The keeper's like, I can't get to this, and Ake's is like, he's
yeeted on in there, boom.
Benake, baby.
Benake. Whoa. One thing I will say about Grealish, by the way, is like we're talking about the trust thing. He kind of sort of feels easy to trust as well. He's another one like you kind of know what you're going to get from him, and that's a positive really, because I do feel like I trust Grealish on the pitch already. There's something about he's just, I don't know, there's something about him, like he feels like he's going to do a job, work really hard, doesn't give the ball away, just reliable.
Yeah, I just think as well, his, like, when he came and he talked at the City Square, like when he did that bit, it's just like the way he oozed confidence.
Yeah.
Like everyone asking him questions. It's just like, he knows he's a maverick. He loves it, but he wants to be dependable at the same time. And he loves the moment. I already think now, bold statement, I think he's going to be one of the big players to win us the Premier League and or the Champions League.
That's a big shout, man. That's a big shout.
Yeah.
Either way, he's a wonderful addition. I think he's going to only get better, man. Only get better. Mate, I'm going to end it there because I've got to call my match reaction, if that's all right. I can't hear you.
Yeah.
You're a legend, mate. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night, pal. I'll catch you very, very, very soon. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining the Fan View Live. Don't forget, if you want to have your say next time we go live, all you got to do, as it says there, is I tried. I would love open it up to everyone, but it'd be just absolute mayhem, and I wouldn't be able to get through everyone, and it'd be too chaos, and I definitely would get trolled by just gobby fans, which would be a bit too much, be a little bit too much like Chat Roulette Live. I can't be honest with that, or Megal or whatever. But thank you so much to the members and the patrons who've joined in. Absolute top people everywhere. Louis, Pranay, Malemo, Sean. Who else did we have? We had Scott. We had James, loads of people. It was great fun. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know down in the comments what you thought of the game tonight, of course, as well. And I will be going forward to my match reaction soon as I finish this. That'll be up in about probably half an hour or so. For now, though, thank you so much for watching. Big love to every single one of you. City won 6-3. It was a great night. It was a great fun night. It was just vibes, as Amalo said. No defense, just vibes. But plenty of vibes. Fun vibes, pretty vibes, spectacular vibes, great fun. Guys, thank you for watching. Big love to everyone in the live chat. Thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'll catch you all very, very, very soon. In a bit, guys. Bye-bye.